Welcome to the Restology show, ma'am.
No, thank you.
I'm like very grateful that you are here and आपने इतना time निकाला अपने busy schedule में. I really want to like start this off by asking you like something I'm very curious about generally in life. कि so many of my friends, so they smoke, they drink, ठीक है, and सिर्फ occasionally नहीं. I know people who smoke and drink almost on a daily basis. It's a part of their lifestyle. Okay, and I sometimes I'm curious about कि क्या ये चीज़ सिर्फ मेरी जनरेशन की है, ठीक है, या ये पहली जनरेशन में भी होता था. एंड बाय पहली जनरेशन आई मीन कि इवन आवर पेरेंट्स, लाइक आपके पेरेंट्स, मेरे पेरेंट्स, योर एज ब्रैकेट एज वेल. सो क्या सब्सटेंस यूज और इसका जो अब फ्रीक्वेंसी बढ़ गई है, स्पेशली मैरिजुआना, क्या आपकी जनरेशन या आपसे भी ओल्डर जनरेशन में ये होता था? सो दैट्स माय, आई थिंक दैट्स द वे आई वांट टू स्टार्ट दिस ऑफ, आई थिंक.
Okay. So I believe that people of my generation were into marijuana a lot.
ओके.
Yes, they were. Okay. So I wouldn't say this is only the thing of your generation.
ओके.
I will not say that. Because I think so now awareness is more and people are reaching out for help more. So now people know कि marijuana addiction ज़्यादा है.
ओके.
Right? पहले awareness, I don't think so there was much awareness about it. Everybody used to just shut themselves off. Okay?
करेक्ट.
And yes, so I think so this is the reason you feel that ki, I think so maybe in your generation things are more, but I think so the exposure I will say definitely is more to your generation. All right, and but I really think so that way of dealing is better in your generation as compared to our generation or the generation before me.
अब हमारी जनरेशन में जब हम डीलिंग की बात करते हैं, जो मैंने देखा है, मैं जो भी बोल रहा हूँ इट इज़ ऑल माई आइज, माई एक्सपीरियंस.
Yes, okay.
सो जैसे मेरे आई हैव कपल ऑफ फ्रेंड्स हु स्मोक एंड एवरीथिंग, राइट, एज आई मेंशनड, they give a justification. That justification, the way they justify it, they try to sound intellectual about it. As in, वो मुझे ज्ञान देंगे.
So what would you say?
So they would say, yeah, so firstly what they would say कि भाई देख, this is nicotine and you're addicted to nicotine. That's the ज्ञान that they give me. You know, और मतलब that's what they say to justify it. जिसके मान के चलो LSD है. मेरी जनरेशन में LSD वगैरह ये सब भी कंज्यूम होते हैं, करते हैं लोग. आई नो पीपल. द जस्टिफिकेशन दे गिव इज कि तुझे पता है भाई, अमन, मेडिसिन जो होती हैं सब डायग्नोज करते हैं डॉक्टर. LSD डायग्नोज भी होता है, एज इन सॉरी प्रिस्क्राइब भी होता है, सॉरी नॉट डायग्नोज, प्रिस्क्राइब भी करते हैं डॉक्टर्स LSD को फॉर सम पीपल. दैट्स द जस्टिफिकेशन दैट दे गिव टू मी. सो व्हाट वुड यू से टू देम अबाउट दिस?
I think so they are using it as a coping mechanism. Many people develop a coping mechanism of using these things. All right, because they want to, it's a way of escapism, I believe.
Okay.
So many times if you'll see, people develop certain coping mechanisms. And this is called intellectualization, what they used, a defense mechanism. They're trying to intellectualize the things that they do, right? Correct. Because they want to justify it. But I don't think so. If you call this, if somebody will say, I'm open to experience, so I consume these things have nothing to do with open to experience.
Basically, you said कि intellectualization वो लोग करते हैं, right? So yeah, I mean that's something I agree as well. But do you think कि जो substance use है, it has increased over the years among the youth? Do you think that कि अब वो बढ़ चुका है? Like I know you said awareness आ चुकी है, but do you also think कि अब ज़्यादा हो रहा है because of awareness as well?
Yes, maybe people are more curious to try new things. They are more curious. You can say social media is also responsible for that, right? Because the kinds of movies individual sees, the kind of culture, this K-pop culture and everything else which is there. I think so all these things are giving rise to various other things.
Do you think having curiosity to try new things, is that bad?
It's not bad, but if it's used as an excuse to do things which are harmful for somebody, right? People will do that. They will always give the name of curiosity. Okay, that I was curious, but after curiosity, there is dependency.
There is dependency, yeah. And how does dependency over any substance actually come? Like what, कैसे कोई इंसान addict हो जाता है to any substance?
Okay, fine. So I'll talk about hedonistic view here. There's an hedonistic view which talks about all the individuals wants to gain pleasure and they all want to avoid pain.
Correct.
Right? So suppose somebody starts to use drugs. So they are doing it for short term pleasure. All right. So after using them for short term pleasure, what they increase the dosage the next time they try it, because now the short term pleasure that they were looking for, they don't get from that particular dose of drug now. So they continue to increase the dosage of drugs, and there comes a time when their brain becomes totally dependent on the drug. All right. And while it stops reacting in the brain. So basically क्या होता है, whenever somebody is addicted, तो उनकी dopamine pathways जो कि pleasure reward system है उसको अटैक करते हैं, right? तो क्या होता है, एक टाइम के बाद डोपामिन रिलीज होना बंद कर देती है, तुम कितना भी ड्रग ले लो, राइट? उसके बाद क्या आते हैं, हेल्थ इश्यूज, मेंटल हेल्थ इश्यूज, राइट? सो कहना कि दिस इज कॉल्ड डिपेंडेंसी. इफ दे विल हैव इट, ओके, तो क्या हुआ, दे कीप ऑन इंक्रीजिंग द डोजेज ऑफ द ड्रग एंड विच लीड्स टू वेरियस इन्सिडेंसेस.
सो डू यू थिंक, मतलब डिपेंडेंसी के क्या क्या मैं कहूँगा सिम्टम्स हैं, what are the symptoms like कि हाँ ये this person is addicted to this substance, कि you see these symptoms and you think कि this person is addicted. So what do you think are the symptoms of it?
So when the person doesn't have the access to these things, they will show symptoms of withdrawal. All right. So there might be tremors. All right.
Tremors क्या होते हैं, थोड़ा सा?
Tremors होते हैं the shaking of body. All right. तो तुम देखना कि whenever you go to rehabs and people are under treatment, there is a lot of shaking and tremors. Sometimes they have to be tied off. Okay. Why they have to be tied down? Because then they will just shout and they will just roam around and they get really aggressive because their brain is asking for that. All right. There's changes in the brain composition now. All right. So basically the same thing which defines anything is dependency. कि अगर तुम्हें नहीं मिल रही है, then you go to any length to get that thing. ठीक है, irrational side तुम्हारा खत्म हो जाता है उस टाइम, rational पूरा, you become totally irrational.
Correct.
Right. So you lose sense of logic.
That's right. So that's like one of the symptoms.
Yeah, it's a very important symptom.
And what are the other symptoms, as in जैसे जैसे मैं आपको एग्जांपल देता हूँ, अपने एक दोस्त का ही देता हूँ.
ठीक है.
I have a friend, so उसका पहले होता था कि 6 cigarette a day उसकी हैबिट बन गई थी. A day, 6 cigarette a day. Do you think is that a case of dependency or addiction?
So what happens if he has 4 cigarettes a day? So what happens if he has 4 cigarettes a day?
मतलब it's like अगर मैं अभी रिफ्लेक्ट करूँ और सोचूं इस बारे में, तो आई थिंक वो जोकिंग वे में ज़रूर एक्सप्रेस करता है उसको कि अरे आज 6 नहीं पी. ठीक है, मतलब ये तो मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ उसके बारे में जो इनिशियल स्टेजेस पे आया था उसके साथ, जब हाँ जब उसने सिगरेट्स पीना स्टार्ट करा था, तो विद इन सम ईयर्स आई थिंक उसका हो गया था कि पर डे 6 सिगरेट्स अ डे उसका केस हो गया था. सो डू यू थिंक कि वो चीज़ एक एडिक्शन के केस में शायद आएगी या नहीं? दैट
एडिक्शन केस में तब आएगी अगर वो नहीं लेता है तो उसको अच्छा फील नहीं,
अगर वो नहीं लेता तो अगर वो 6 नहीं ले रहा तो उसको एक तो चाहिए ही चाहिए. इज दैट अ केस ऑफ एडिक्शन देन?
यस, somehow it will create dependency. Yes, dependency on
it can end up eventually.
Yes. अभी वो डिपेंडेंसी स्टेज पे गया नहीं है.
तो जब डिपेंडेंसी आती है कोई भी सब्सटेंस पे, तो हमारी पर्सनालिटी पे कैसे इफेक्ट होता है वो?
ओके, जब डिपेंडेंसी आती है ऑब्वियसली ऑल द एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ योर लाइफ दे विल चेंज. ऑलराइट, सो यू कैन से विद डिपेंडेंट इंडिविजुअल जो होता है विल बिकम हाई इन एंजाइटी. राइट, बिकॉज सोचो जैसे एक एंजाइटी अटैचमेंट स्टाइल होता है, एंग्शियस अटैचमेंट स्टाइल. जब उसको कोई चीज नहीं मिलती है द पर्सन रन्स आफ्टर इट. राइट, so in the same way a person who's undergoing this process of addiction, the person will run after these things, and if the person doesn't get it, वो कोई और compulsive behavior में engage हो जाएगा. तो वो रुक करेगा to another coping mechanism.
Okay, समझ. तो उसके coping mechanism basically बदलने स्टार्ट हो
जाएंगे. मे बी वो कुछ और चीज लेना शुरू करते हैं.
And then वो धीरे धीरे लाइफस्टाइल पे भी इफेक्ट इवेंचुअली पड़ ही जाता है. Of course,
eventually personality तो चेंज होगी ना, because if a person used to be outgoing, ठीक है, used to be a calm person, so now the person is becoming more irritable. ठीक है, there is increase in irritability. ठीक है, because of the lack of consumption.
Correct.
Right.
So personality actually में form कैसे होती है? What are the factors that contribute to forming any kind of personality?
I think so a lot of things are there. Your genes are there. It is polygenic in nature. Multiple genes form your personality. All right. And also it is related to the environment you are from. Okay. So if you can say if a person if is very creative, is open to experience, but doesn't get an environment which allows them to to explore more. So obviously their trait might be, it might not come over the surface. It might be hidden. ठीक है, तो पर्सनालिटी आई थिंक सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट रोल तुम्हारे पेरेंट्स का है इसमें.
पेरेंट्स का सबसे ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट,
जीन्स के बाद योर एनवायरनमेंट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
जीन्स के मामले में, एनवायरनमेंट के मामले में जब हम बात करते हैं एनवायरनमेंट, तो हम लोग चाइल्डहुड के बारे में भी बात कर रहे हैं कि जो हमारे चाइल्डहुड एक्सपीरियंसेस है. एंड हमारे चाइल्डहुड एक्सपीरियंसेस में हमारे जो फिगर्स होते हैं, हमारे पेरेंट्स होते हैं या कोई भी पेरेंटल फिगर होता है, तो उनका क्या कंट्रीब्यूशन होता है हमारी पर्सनैलिटी फॉर्मेशन पे.
हाँ, अब इफ वी सी ना, देयर आर वेरियस स्टेजेस ऑफ पर्सनालिटी. अगर हम एरिक एरिक्सन की बात करें,
ओके,
ठीक है, सो द वेरी फर्स्ट स्टेज होती है, इसमें चाइल्ड शुरू करता है अपने आप को फाइंड करना. ठीक है, इफ अ चाइल्ड इज अलाउड टू फाइंड हिम और हरसेल्फ, तो क्या होता है उसके अंदर एक इनिशिएटिव की फीलिंग आती है. अगर उसको पेरेंट वहीं पे रोक दे और डांट दे, राइट, तो क्या होता है वो फीलिंग उसकी हट जाती है. द पर्सन विल नॉट टेक इनिशिएटिव एज एन अडल्ट. ठीक है, तो स्टार्टिंग कहाँ से, व्हेन यू वर जस्ट 1 year old, your parents didn't realize वो क्या कर रहे हैं, right, but they were shaping your personality through various aspects. And your teachers also.
And the teachers
Yeah,
as well,
so when you go to, suppose you were in kindergarten and you went to school and you did something very creative, तुम्हारी तरफ से बहुत creative था वो, but तुम्हारे टीचर ने बोला it's not up to the mark. तो क्या हुआ, एक सेल्फ एफिकेसी की फीलिंग डेवलप नहीं होगी,
वो सेल्फ एस्टीम पे इफेक्ट कर जाती है.
इफेक्ट करती है, बिकॉज वो फर्स्ट इंटरेक्शन तुम करते हो बाहर जाकर एक टीचर से.
तो इसको आप करेक्ट कैसे करोगे? जैसे कि एक एक्सपीरियंस आपके साथ हुआ जहाँ पे आपकी सेल्फ एस्टीम लो आ गई, अब आप उससे करेक्ट कैसे कर सकते हो उसी पीरियड ऑफ टाइम में? कि अगर मान के चलो एक बच्चा है जो 5 साल का है, उसने कोई चीज करी, अपनी टीचर को दिखाया, दिस इज समथिंग दैट आई डिड, टीचर ने डिसरिगार्ड कर दिया उसको, कि क्रिटिसाइज कर दिया उसको, सेल्फ एस्टीम लो आ गई. अब हम क्या कर सकते हैं जिससे सेल्फ एस्टीम को वापस से आप एलिवेट कर सको?
मे बी पेरेंट्स का इंपॉर्टेंट रोल भी हो इसमें. वट एवर अ टीचर सेज, द पेरेंट्स कैन ऑलवेज निगेट दैट. दे कैन ऑलवेज हेल्प द चाइल्ड बिल्ड देयर सेल्फ एस्टीम. ठीक है, और ऑब्वियसली टीचर ट्रेनिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट मैकेनिज्म है आजकल, है ये इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन.
व्हाट इज दैट?
Inclusive education is in which people of different mental abilities they study in one classroom. All right, तो यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, nobody is left out now. Exclusivity को कम कर रहे हैं हम आजकल, inclusivity बढ़ा रहे हैं. When we do that, तो child की esteem बढ़ेगी, because वो एक क्लासरूम में सबके साथ पढ़ेगा. राइट, तो हो सकता है कि 2 टीचर्स भी क्लासरूम में, इनमें से एक मे बी उसकी हेल्प करे esteem बिल्डअप करने में. Co-teaching.
When I recently had a conversation with Dr. Rajat Mitra, so he talked about corrective figures in people's life. कि जब वो छोटे हों तो अगर कोई करेक्टिव फिगर हो, तो वो जो करेक्टिव फिगर अगर होता है तो आप चाइल्डहुड ट्रॉमा को प्रिवेंट कर सकते हो. देन
Yes.
आप सेल्फ एस्टीम इश्यूज को प्रोटेक्ट कर सकते हो. देन एंड दिस कैन एक्चुअली हेल्प अ चाइल्ड टू बिकम अ मोर कॉन्फिडेंट अडल्ट एज अ पर्सन. सो जब हम बात करते हैं कि अ चाइल्ड गोज आउट, ठीक है, एंड उसने देखा कि मेरे को क्रिटिसिज्म मिला एंड एवरीथिंग, है ना, उसकी सेल्फ एस्टीम लो हो गई, ये सब चीज़ें हुई. बट वाई डू एज पीपल वी वांट सोशल वैलिडेशन? वाई डू वी वांट टू फील सोशली डिजायर्ड?
Why do we want to have social validation?
Why do we want to have social validation as a person? Why are we letting social beings, other social beings have that power to define us, basically what we feel about ourselves?
We already know कि हम social beings हैं, right? अभी भी when you go to university or somewhere, you look for a group. You have a group?
No, I don't have a group.
You had a group?
When I was in school, I had a group, definitely. But I think after a certain point, no, I did not. But
you
yeah,
had
I mean, I
friends.
understand where you're coming from. Yes, a person goes out and they want to be a part of a certain group. And yeah, that's
so basically, we all want to find our identity, right? Since birth, we are looking for identity. What we are, okay? What are our characteristics? So we go out and we find a group. Group gives us identity. We relate to the group, right? So we do the things that group wants us to do. So when we do that, it gives us a sense of achievement, or you can say a feeling of identity. Okay, I can identify with this group now. All right? So what happens with passage of time, whatever the group does, the particular person wants to do those things because they want to be a part of the cohesive group. Okay? They want to be part of the group. Okay? So what happens if they don't agree to certain things, they will not repeat that behavior. ठीक है, सपोज यू वर टॉकिंग अबाउट स्मोकिंग. इफ यू हैव अ ग्रुप जो स्मोक करता है और ओकेजनली मिलता है, ठीक है, और स्मोक करते हैं, इसके थ्रू क्या होता है, उनकी बॉन्डिंग इंक्रीज होती है, द पर्सन फील्स लेफ्ट आउट, और द पर्सन विल गो इनटू द ग्रुप, स्टार्ट टू स्मोक सो दैट दे बिकम पार्ट ऑफ द ग्रुप, क्योंकि वैलिडेशन मिल रही है ना उन लोगों से, ठीक है, आई एम डूइंग दिस बिकॉज नाउ आई एम बिकमिंग द पार्ट ऑफ द ग्रुप. सो सोशल वैलिडेशन का मतलब सिर्फ ये नहीं है ना कि आई थिंक सो इट्स मोर रिलेटेड टू योर आइडेंटिटी.
So social identity.
या इट्स रिलेटेड टू दैट, ठीक है.
So, but what about the people who does not want to be a part of any social group? They want to be in themselves and they want to be alone. So, what about people like that?
So you want to
जिनको-
say कि
जिनको-
उनको भी सोशल वैलिडेशन चाहिए होती है.
उनको शायद social validation नहीं चाहिए, but I think they just don't want to be a part of any social group.
Okay.
Yeah. So what about those people जिनको, क्या हम उनको introverts कहेंगे? जो इनको social settings में नहीं बैठना, जिनको social एक group में नहीं बैठना. बट आजकल इंट्रोवर्ट्स के भी अगर हम लोग बात करी जाए तो कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि introverts are people who get anxious socially, which I don't think so that's the case.
That's not the case.
That's not the case because मेरे मायने में जो मेरे perception में है, introverts are people who choose to be introvert. ठीक है, they want to be alone, they want to be in their own space and they really like that space, so that's okay. But एक ये भी मिसकंसेप्शन बैठता है कि introverts are people जिनसे बात नहीं होती, who cannot be a part of any social group, who feel anxious while talking to people. So what do you think about the concept of introvert then?
Introvert, I think so, is a personality trait which gets stimulated very easily.
Hmm.
Stimulated means they need less social interaction, right? With few people, when they talk to few people, they feel like they have achieved the social interaction, right? So it's not related to anxiety or it's not related to other factors. They're not shy, they are not timid. They just like to be socially limited.
Limited.
They're socially limited,
Correct.
right? Because they are the people who can, maybe they are the people who like solitary activities more. There's some people who like solitary activities more, right? So when we talk about extrovert, they don't enjoy much of the solitary activities. They always need people around them.
So how does a personality की, चाहे वो एक introvert personality है चाहे वो extrovert personality है, कैसे बनती हैं ये personalities? How do we end up choosing to be an introvert or an extrovert?
I think so there are a number of factors. We cannot explain ki why somebody is an introvert or an extrovert. आजकल एक और term आ रही है, autrovert.
Autrovert.
Autrovert. I heard this
That
term.
I did not know.
Yes, it is a very interesting term.
Okay.
Autrovert is a person who just chooses few people to socialize. They are not introverts. Neither they are extroverts. They like to talk to people. When they sit in a group, they'll talk very nicely, right? Else they choose solitary activity.
कि अकेले रहना है.
Yes, Akil, they like it. If they find people, they'll talk to people, right? They can sit in groups also if they want.
बट अभी तो कोई इसका शायद डेफिनेटिव आंसर नहीं है कि कैसे ये पर्सनालिटीज फॉर्म होती है.
देखो, आई थिंक सो कि एक तो जो आइजन की थ्योरी थी, इट बेसिकली स्टेट्स की योर ऑन दिस योर ARS, ठीक है, ascending reticular activity system which is there in the brainstem. All right, so both introverts and extroverts have different ability to operate this system.
Okay.
So for introverts, they get stimulated very easily. So when only few information passes through their ARS, okay, they feel very stimulated and their cortex becomes really activated. So they say, oh, it's information overload. They stop talking.
अच्छा.
ठीक है. Extroverts का क्या होता है? This system doesn't get activated very easily. So they need a lot of information,
There's
lot
a
of social.
physiological aspect to it,
Yeah.
neurological aspect to it as well. क्योंकि न्यूरोलॉजिकली हो गया ना ये
ये कह रहे कि हाँ, इट्स दैट एस्पेक्ट. अब बाकी तुम देख सकते हो कि पर्सनालिटी ट्रेट्स, योर पेरेंट्स, you'll find that the parents and grandparents के जो traits होते हैं, they are found in a child. ठीक है. I have seen in many cases कि जो एक child socially anxious है, उसका father भी social anxious था. Right? Somehow we gather these traits from our parents, from our grandparents also.
And that is inevitable. Like अगर वो
Yeah.
environment में भी नहीं provide हो रहा है, but वो genetic हो सकता
तो कहीं ना कहीं it will reflect.
है.
But suppose तुम्हारा environment बहुत stimulating है, हो सकता है वो इंसान थोड़ा सा इंट्रोवर्जन में कम हो. एक स्पेक्ट्रम एग्जिस्ट करता है ना, कोई डेफिनेटली इंट्रोवर्ट डेफिनेटली एक्सट्रोवर्ट तो नहीं होता, डेफिनेटली कोई नहीं होता. ठीक है. तो बेसिकली क्वांटिनम है, कोई कहीं पे भी लाई कर सकता है किसी भी सिचुएशन में.
एंड डू यू थिंक डायनामिक है इन नेचर कि आप कभी भी शायद एक्सट्रोवर्ट हो सकते हो, इंट्रोवर्ट कभी भी हो सकते हो?
डिपेंड करता है. अब देखो, जो देयर इज अ पर्सनालिटी डिसऑर्डर जिसको हम बोलते हैं व्हाट इज अवॉइडेंट पर्सनालिटी डिसऑर्डर. ये भी सोशली डिफरेंट होता है. सपोज पर्सन मूव किया एक नई प्लेस पे, जहाँ पे उसको अच्छे लोग नहीं मिल रहे हैं, द पर्सन इज नॉट एबल टू रिलेट विद पीपल, तो क्या होगा, वो अवॉइडेंट बन जाता है नेचर में. वो बहुत एक्सट्रोवर्ट था जब वो अपने घर पे था, बट व्हेन द पर्सन केम आउट एंड केम टू अ न्यू प्लेस, द पर्सन बिकेम अवॉइडेंट बिकॉज द पर्सन कुड एडजस्ट. तो तुम बोल सकते हो ना कि सिचुएशंस भी इंसान को एक्सट्रोवर्ट इंट्रोवर्ट बनाती है.
पर पर्सनालिटी डिसऑर्डर कैसे फॉर्म हो जाता है?
वो स्टेबल ट्रेट्स होते हैं जो परसिस्टेंट रहते हैं ओवर टाइम. ठीक है, तब आपका डिसऑर्डर बनेगा. अगर वो हर सिचुएशन में ऐसा ही एक्ट कर रहा है तो आपको मल्टीपल ओकेजन पे नोट करना पड़ेगा ना.
पर्सनालिटी डिसऑर्डर होता क्या है? ये एक साइकोलॉजिकल डिसऑर्डर से कैसे, हाउ इज अ पर्सनालिटी डिसऑर्डर डिफरेंट फ्रॉम अ साइकोलॉजिकल डिसऑर्डर?
देखो, पर्सनालिटी एक बहुत स्टेबल डायनामिक है, पर कहने की स्टेबल करेक्टरिस्टिक्स भी होती है इसके अंदर हमारी, राइट. तो डिसऑर्डर कैसे बनता है? अगर तुम मैल अडेप्टिव बिहेवियर सीख रहे हो टाइम के साथ, ठीक है, सपोज योर फादर वॉज इमोशनली अनअवेलेबल, एग्जाम्पल दे रही हूँ मैं किसी को भी, ठीक है. सो व्हाट हैपेंस कि विद
ये माइक थोड़ा आगे कर लीजिए,
ठीक है,
सॉरी टू कट.
योर फादर वॉज सोशली अनअवेलेबल, ठीक है, ऑलवेज अनअवेलेबल टू यू. सो व्हाट हैपेंस, यू लर्नड दैट ट्रेट. सो नाउ यू लर्न टू रिस्पॉन्ड कि आई डोंट हैव टू रिएक्ट व्हेन माय फादर इज नॉट देयर. With passage of time, they start to behave in the same way in all social situations. They make friends. Their friends are not there. They start to avoid their friends. ठीक है. So वो इसलिए नहीं कर रहा है because the person is fear of they have a fear that they'll get hurt. So now this has become their trait, the way of responding. The way of responding हर situation में जाता रहेगा तो वो disorder की form लेगा.
That makes sense. I'm actually reflecting on what you just said. कि जब वो parent को देखता है socially unavailable, the parent is emotionally unavailable, तो the child picks that up. और वो बहुत easily pick up करता है. 5 years तक personality gets formed. जो तुम्हारे stable characteristics थे वो 5 years तक बन जाते हैं. जब हम personality की बात करते हैं तो Freud talked about defense mechanisms, right? So defense mechanisms होते क्या हैं and ये आते कहाँ से? How are defense mechanism made?
So defense mechanisms हमारी body को save करने के लिए from anxiety. Sometimes क्या होता है, we feel a lot of anxiety. हमें लगता है anxiety इतनी बढ़ जाएगी कि इंसान over react करेगा या उसका defense break down हो जाएगा उसका body. तो वो क्या करता है, यूज करता है defense mechanism. ठीक है, suppose एक defense mechanism है repression. रिप्रेस करना अपनी मेमोरीज को.
रिप्रेशन क्या होता है मैम?
रिप्रेशन होता है कोई भी पेनफुल मेमोरी है उसको दबा देना इन योर माइंड, पुशिंग इन योर माइंड कि तुम्हारे अवेयरनेस में ना आए वो चीज़. वो क्यों कर रहा है? बिकॉज अगर वो अवेयरनेस में आ गई तो वो बहुत एंशियस फील करेगा, वो हैंडल नहीं कर पाएगा उस चीज़ को. तो उसने ये क्या किया, यूज़ किया डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म. ठीक है, इन द सेम वे डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म डिस्प्लेसमेंट भी हो सकता है. उसको बहुत गुस्सा है, सपोज एक अथॉरिटी फिगर तुम्हारे सामने है, तुम उसको गुस्सा नहीं कर सकते.
करेक्ट.
नाउ व्हाट यू विल डू, you are suppose and you will go home and तुम अपने siblings पे गुस्सा निकाल देते हो. That is displacement. तुम्हें निकालना ही था, जहाँ पे टारगेट था वहां नहीं किया, तुम कर नहीं सकते थे. So use that defense mechanism ताकि एंग्जाइटी तो कम हो. I am feeling very angry, मैं कहाँ निकालूं, राइट. डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म प्रोटेक्शन के लिए बने थे वैसे तो, हमारे ईगो को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए. फ्रॉइड ने कहा था ना, id, ego and super ego. तो ईगो जो है वो रियलिटी चेक देता है, या वो बहुत रियलिटी चेक ना दे दे, इसलिए तुम्हारा डिफेंस है.
डिफरेंस क्या होता है इड ईगो एंड सुपर ईगो में? फॉर द ऑडियंस आई एम आस्किंग कि बिकॉज़ दे वोंट अंडरस्टैंड, राइट?
राइट. इड इज योर पार्ट जो फोकस करता है इमीडिएट ग्रेटिफिकेशन पे. ठीक है, मुझे चाहिए तो चाहिए. जैसे छोटा बच्चा होता है, उसको एक टॉफी देगी स्टोर पे, आई वांट दिस, एल्स द चाइल्ड विल क्राई. ठीक है, अनकंट्रोलेबली. सो वो तुम्हारा क्या है, इमीडिएट. हाँ, इड. ईगो इज योर रियलिटी चेक. ठीक है, आई कैन गेट दिस टॉफी बट समटाइम्स. अब सुपर ईगो क्या बोलेगा कि इफ आई बी अ गुड बॉय आई विल डू दिस थिंग, देन आई विल गेट दिस. सो दिस इज हाउ दीज 3 थिंग्स वर्क.
डू यू बिलीव कि ऐसी चीजें सही में एग्जिस्ट करती हैं इन पीपल? लाइक डू यू बिलीव इन फ्रॉइड्स थ्योरी बेसिकली?
सम एस्पेक्ट्स आर रियली गुड.
No, I mean, when we talk about id, ego and super ego, do you think that these things are actually true? कि एक इंसान में id, ego, super ego वाले factors होते हैं? Do you believe कि ये चीज सच है?
देखो, id, I think so all the 3 exist in a human being. किसी भी टाइम पे, किसी भी सिचुएशन में. I won't say कि सिर्फ चाइल्ड के अंदर ही id की डोमिनेशन होती है. तुम्हारी id डोमिनेट करेगी, you'll go for immediate gratification. मुझे चाहिए तो चाहिए, right? You won't think of the consequences. ठीक है, तो वो id है, राइट. ईगो क्या हो गया, वो तुम्हें थोड़ा सा मैनिपुलेट करेगी.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
that. So do you think defense mechanisms healthy हैं for any individual? Do you think that it is okay to use them?
Sometimes it's okay.
Sometimes
हाँ,
it is.
sometimes it's okay, पर जब तक वो maladaptive ना बन जाए.
How can they become maladaptive? Maladaptive.
अगर displacement ज़्यादा हो जाए,
Okay.
बार बार को डिस्प्लेस कर रहा है rather than dealing with them, so it becomes maladaptive. हो सकता है उसके relationships खराब हो जाए एक पर्सन के, हमेशा वो डिस्प्लेस कर रहा है अपना एंगर.
और
Right?
maladaptive behavior को आप करेक्ट कैसे कर सकते हो?
उसको करेक्ट कैसे कर सकते हैं? वेरियस वेज है. आई थिंक सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तुम्हें मॉडिफाई करना होता है बिहेवियर. करेक्ट करने के लिए वी नीड टू मॉडिफाई इट. हम एकदम से कुछ चेंज नहीं कर सकते बिहेवियर.
Of course.
देयर इज मॉडिफिकेशन. ठीक है, तो 70-30% तो मॉडिफिकेशन हो जाएगी, राइट? तो हम उसको चेंज नहीं करेंगे. हम चेंज वर्ड मुझे नहीं लगता एग्जिस्ट करना चाहिए. इट्स मॉडिफिकेशन.
मॉडिफाई करना.
मॉडिफाई करो बिहेवियर.
मॉडिफाई करो बिहेवियर को. बट do you think maybe people know that they have to modify this XYZ behavior, but they are not able to do it? So why do you think that happens कि वो कर ही नहीं पाते? They know, जैसे कि बड़ा बेसिक सा एग्जांपल दे दो. I think many men are aware that who have anger issues. Many men are aware that yes, I have temperament issues. I have temperament issues, but they still cannot work on these issues. So knowing is not enough then.
रियलाइजेशन इज द की.
Realization is the key. But realize तो हो गया ना कि पता है कि हाँ ये चीज़ है, and I know it is affecting my people as well. And you feel sympathy, you feel empathy towards your own people as well. You feel sympathy and empathy towards yourself as well. All the feelings are present, but still you're not able to modify the behavior. So what about in that case?
Because there is no will to modify. Whenever somebody comes for therapy also or for counseling also, you cannot change the person's behavior until they want.
That's true. Like
That is true. So many times people know that they want to do certain things, but they cannot do it. They cannot do it because
do you think अंदर से ही नहीं चाह रहे हैं कि
yes, कहीं ना कहीं they are sabotaging it by themselves.
there is a part of them जो कह रहा है कि नहीं, like I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yes. I think so. Here I remember a Carl Jung's example. There was a woman who wanted to move out of the town.
Okay.
She wanted to change the job. She wanted to change the society she lived in. But every time she sat in front of the computer to apply somewhere, she did not. She never did it. But she always complained she wanted to change the job.
And
Right?
वो क्यों हुआ?
Yeah. So
क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं
unconsciously she was afraid to be left alone. Because if she went to a new place, she would have to make new friends. Right? She would have to go and meet new people. So unconsciously she was sabotaging her own behavior. And she was also complaining कि मैं कर नहीं रही.
So वो sabotage भी कर रही है, उसको पता भी है, but there is a part in her mind which is saying no, I don't want
Yes.
this.
So I think so everybody knows कि एक part उनका है जो no बोल रहा है. That's why they are not doing
And how
it.
do you challenge that part of yourself?
It's difficult.
It is difficult.
Yeah, it is difficult because I think so कि self realization सबसे difficult चीज़ है किसी भी इंसान के लिए. Right? Because everybody is afraid of change.
That's right.
Right.
And why is everybody afraid of change?
Because they get used to the comfort they are in.
So
Because
they feel comfortable. हाँ, उनको comfortable लगता है. Do they feel कि like वो बहुत जल्दी शायद रियलाइज कर लेते हैं, या फिर रियलाइज नहीं बट वो कैरेक्टराइज करने के हैं कि दिस इज मी, दिस इज द रियल मी? बिकॉज ये भी तो चीज़ होती है दैट पीपल स्टार्ट टू कैरेक्टराइज दैट दिस इज मी, लाइक वो डेफिनेटिव हो जाते हैं, दिस इज मी एंड मैं ऐसा ही हूँ, ठीक है. एंड देन दे बेसिकली असर्ट कि आई एम श्योर कि दिस इज अ पार्ट ऑफ मी विच इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड मतलब इसके आगे मेरे को नहीं चेंज करना. सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट दैट कि जो लोग वो बहुत डेफिनेटिव हो जाते हैं विद कि ये ही हूँ मैं. व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट दीज पीपल? डू यू थिंक कि उनको बहुत जल्दी अपनी आइडेंटिटी रियलाइज हो जाती है, खुद की आइडेंटिटी रियलाइज हो जाती है, या फिर दैट इज ऑल्सो अ डिसफंक्शन और अ प्रॉब्लम?
Because I think so personality is very dynamic. It changes with time. It is dynamic. You have certain traits which are very permanent, right? But your personality is very dynamic. So nobody knows about the identity, okay? Because it changes with the passage of time. So if I ask you what you thought about yourself last year, is it different from what you think about yourself now?
Yeah, very much.
right?
Very much.
Maybe after this interview is over, you'll think differently about yourself.
Hmm.
So I don't think so. There's a specific identity that a person has. There's a core identity a person has. Self-concept is there, right? There is self-concept.
I was going
Right.
to come to self-concept.
Hmm.
What is self-concept actually?
Okay. Self-concept consists of everything that you have learned throughout your life. Your building blocks,
Hmm.
your core self.
Hmm.
All right. Self-concept में आएगा the things that you think of you.
Hmm.
This is your self-concept,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. Social identity भी आ जाती है
हाँ.
इसमें.
Self-concept में सब कुछ है, right? I think so. Everything starts with the concept of self only.
Okay.
ठीक है? Self is the center stage.
Hmm.
उसके आसपास में you just keep on building things and then you start to relate with others.
What is self actually?
Hmm.
What do you think is self?
Self, I think so, is the core belief of who you think you are.
Hmm. And how are these beliefs coming to our mind? Like, where is self का ये जो core belief है, where is it stemming from? Where are these core beliefs stemming from?
I think so. Most important role is that of a modeling.
Hmm.
When you're a child, you observe people,
Hmm.
right? You observe people how they behave with each other and how they behave with you,
Hmm.
right? This is the first stage that you learn how to build yourself.
The social learning theory.
Yeah,
I think.
it's very important,
Yeah.
right? I think so. Many of us have become what we are because of the things we observed around us.
Hmm. So one is belief, the core beliefs. What's more to it?
Self, I think so. Self ki, I don't think so. There's a definite definition of self because everyone has given a different definition.
What are the definitions that psychiatrists, psychologists have actually given?
Some say that your self is composed of an individual,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And okay, fine, an individual and an organism, right?
Hmm.
So they say that an organism is a person who's experiencing life, and उसका impact किस पे पड़ रहा है इंडिविजुअल पे,
Hmm.
ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे ऑर्गेनिज्म जब हम बात करते हैं वो तुम्हारी एक इंटरनल सेल्फ
Hmm. Soul?
है,
Is it
इंटरनल सेल्फ,
internal self है, soul नहीं है वो.
इंटरनल सेल्फ,
Soul spiritual हो जाएगा फिर.
हाँ वो स्पिरिचुअल हो
वो
जाएगा.
spiritual हो
हाँ,
जाएगा. Okay. Internal self क्या होता है?
इंटरनल सेल्फ है जो तुम्हारे अपने बारे में सोचे, इंटरनल सेल्फ,
The things that you think about
हाँ, अब
yourself,
देखो,
feel about
हाँ,
yourself.
परसेप्शन जो तुम्हारी है,
Self perception है वो. Okay. That is your internal self.
that is internal self, and that will influence you as an individual.
That will influence us.
Yeah.
कैसे? How can self perception can influence us?
Because it influences the way others perceive us,
Hmm.
right? And the way you perceive yourself.
Hmm.
ठीक है? So suppose if somebody says, you always look up to people ना to define you.
Hmm.
ज़्यादातर क्या होता है, हमें पता नहीं होता हम क्या है. We look up to people to define us. You tell me what are my characteristics.
Why do you think as human beings we give that power to other people?
I think so because we have been taught that other people knows better about us. Since childhood ना, our parents have told us कि you are this.
Hmm.
ठीक है? If you be this, you will become this.
Do you think it's okay to think that it's okay to give that power to the people you're close with?
Somehow you will always give the power to people.
Hmm.
People have this tendency.
To give the power to someone else?
Yeah, they have this tendency. Directly or indirectly.
And people who try to stop this, कि ये tendency में वो fall ना करे. Do you think इससे कुछ maladaptive situation create हो सकते हैं उनके लिए?
हो सकता
When they restrict themselves to give the power to the other people.
If they're always doing the things other people are saying, okay, always defining themselves by what the other people say, then obviously that is something
That is
which
problematic.
maladaptive.
That
Yes,
is
it is maladaptive. But what if you don't want to correct your behavior? We always want to compare our behavior with others, right? ऐसा नहीं है कि we are always right.
And why do we compare? Where is this feeling of comparison coming from?
Yeah, from our childhood.
That is also from
That is childhood. Who else teaches comparison? Our parents.
I mean, who else teaches us comparison? Yeah, it's our childhood experiences definitely. हम लोग schools में जाते हैं तो वहाँ पर होता है
Comparison होता
वहाँ पे तो सीधा जाके ही हो जाता है इसके इतने मार्क्स हैं. I remember a bit of my personal experience. I remember. So funny story. I had scored 1 mark out of 25 in maths. And I remember that मेरी जो मैथ्स की टीचर थी, so she had said it out loud in front of everybody.
Okay, she said that out loud.
तो बिकॉज उनका क्या होता था ना उस समय की टीचर्स के साथ क्या होता था कि सारे बच्चों के जो मार्क्स होते थे वो आउट लाउड बोलती थी. तो वो जब होता था सो देन आई थिंक फ्रॉम दिस इंसिडेंट आई थिंक आई ऑल्सो हैड स्टार्टेड टू कंपेयर माई सेल्फ विद अदर पीपल कि ओके ये मेरे इतने मार्क्स हैं बट इसके तो इतने हैं, इसके तो इतने. एंड आई थिंक कंपैरिजन हैपेंस एट एनी लेवल एज इन कि जैसे कि वन मोर पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस एक्चुअली क्या हुआ था आई थिंक कि मैंने when I had scored this one mark and मैं हमेशा से कम मार्क्स ही स्कोर करता था. सो there were people जो बहुत अच्छे स्कोर करते थे, ठीक है, बट ऑफ कोर्स एक सेक्शन ये भी था जो कम स्कोर करता था. तो मैं बड़े लोगों से तो नहीं करता था बिल्कुल भी अपने मार्क्स को कंपेयर, पर मैं वो छोटे लोगों से भी करता था. छोटे लोग एज इन द पीपल हु स्कोर्ड लेस मार्क्स, ठीक है, उनसे भी मैं करता था कंपेयर कि एज इन की मेरा 1 आया तो इसका 2 या 3 आ गया यार. ऐसे सोचता था क्या या मे बी हिज इंटेलेक्ट लेवल इज अ बिट बेटर देन मी मे बी. सो डू यू थिंक दैट is common or is it just my dysfunction?
No, everybody thinks this way. Right? So everybody teaches you to compare yourself in society. This is how society functions. And this is the wrong way to function.
This is the wrong way.
Yeah, but this is reality. Everybody has taught us to compare ourselves.
Is there any part in this world where a society functions perfectly?
There is no perfect society. It only occurs in these theories. Okay, they have a number of theories which defines a ideal society. Okay, but when it comes to reality, there is no ideal society.
I think आपके पेरेंट्स अगर आपका बेस अच्छा क्रिएट कर दें, ठीक है, तो आई थिंक कोई भी सोशल इन्फ्लुएंस आपके पास शायद इतना स्ट्रांग नहीं पड़ सकता. आई थिंक दैट्स वेयर यू ऑल्सो कैरी योर मॉरल्स एंड वैल्यूज फ्रॉम.
Yes, that is true.
बिकॉज आप अपने पेरेंट्स से, अगर आपके पेरेंट आपको ये चीज़ सिखा रहे हैं, ठीक है, कि you know this is the right thing, this is the wrong thing, you should not let this thing affect you to this extent. जब आप बहुत छोटे हैं, then you can protect yourself from social influence, the negative influences of the society. Do you believe in that?
Somewhat. It will help you because it will give you a base, a stable base.
एक secure attachment create हो सकता है.
If you have a base, then you can start somewhere. Many people are still finding their base. Right? I was recently watching a lecture of Jordan Peterson, and so he's a Harvard psychologist. Do you know him? I've heard the name.
Yeah. So he asked a question in the lecture. It's a very small question, I think, but something to think about. I think that why are most introverts into gaming and fantasy? And it's something that I have observed myself. So I have, of course, as a guy, I have people who has a gaming group and everything. Most of the people in my gaming group are introverted people. Most of them. They prefer to like stay alone and everything. They choose to be that. But ऐसा क्यों है? Why are people who are introverts are into gaming and fantasy? Why does
because
that
they enjoy the internal world more.
They think the internal world is more interesting than
Yes. This is also something that they enjoy, the internal world. They have no interest in external society much because they feel like they have a lot of learning to do.
But don't you think that this can lead to detachment from your own self?
Maybe they have learned it as a coping mechanism. Again, I'll tell you that.
And
they're trying to run away from something.
And that can be unhealthy.
Yes, if it's too much.
If it is too much.
Yes.
But how can we, मतलब हम लोग कैसे measure कर सकते हैं कि ये चीज़ too much है और ये चीज़ इतनी नहीं है?
अच्छा, you tell me the frequency.
No, I mean as so मतलब.
You can tell me the frequency, right? Then I'll tell you.
If I reflect, so in 2021 we all used to game a lot, and that was every day. That was like 24/7. So also when you say कि they enjoy the inner world more. तो अगर मैं गेमिंग की भी यहाँ पे बात करूँ, सो स्मॉल थिंग, देयर इज़ अ गेम वैलोरेंट, देयर इज़ अ गेम पबजी, ठीक है, दोनों गेम में आप बेसिकली लोग हैं, यू आर प्लेइंग विद अदर पीपल ओनली, सो देयर इज़ अ सोशल इंटरेक्शन हैपनिंग इनसाइड द गेम, द इनर वर्ल्ड यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, ठीक है. Most of the people who are into the gaming industry, they play multiplayer games. I think if I'm not wrong. And उस गेम में हम लोग इनर वर्ल्ड में हैं एंड वहाँ पर भी एक सोशल इंटरेक्शन चल रहा है. पर अगर हम उन लोगों को बिठाएं एक सोशल सेटिंग में विच इज इन रियलिटी, दे वुड नॉट प्रेफर दैट, बट दे वुड प्रेफर एक इनर वर्ल्ड में घुसना और वहां पे सोशल इंटरेक्शन करना. सो व्हाई इज इट सो कॉम्प्लेक्स?
It's not
Why
so complex.
why does that happen? You are okay to interact socially in an inner world, but not bahar, not outside the game. ऐसा क्यों होता है?
Maybe they are okay with the conversations they can have there, limited conversations, right?
So conversations limited to the game.
Yes, maybe they like
What's
that.
happening inside the inner world, basically?
Yeah, so they're more interested in that. This intrigues them, the fantasy and the everything that is going on in the world. That particular game, right? That is it, na? This is what is happening there in the game.
तो वो selective हो जाते हैं then.
हाँ, they become selective.
They become selective of their own, like how they want to be in a social world.
I think so. It has increased after 2020. This gaming,
हाँ, बहुत,
everybody.
बहुत ज़्यादा, everybody. I mean, no, I mean, I've also seen, fun fact, I've also seen older people playing Candy Crush. I mean, so many of our parents' generation, they play Candy Crush.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. So I think when I asked you the question कि हम लोग कैसे डिसाइड करते हैं कि ये चीज़ बहुत ज़्यादा टू मच हो गई है एंड ये चीज़ अब
Overindulgence. ठीक है. Whenever you feel frustrated, you go to that. Whenever you feel happy, you go to that. Whenever you feel sad, you go to that.
that happens with men a lot.
Yes,
I mean,
so that is
statistically
overindulgence.
speaking, what I have heard and everything. This is not me, this is the data I'm talking. It is not me, but I mean, yeah, with men, it is pretty much out there.
Yes.
I mean, I was there's another person who I was hearing to, Jonathan Haidt. So he had written a book, Anxious Generation, and he was talking about कि कैसे the girls are more into social media as in with the camera and everything. ठीक है कि Instagram पे post करना है, selfies लेनी and everything, and the guys are into the gaming world and pornography. That was his distinction about the world basically. So what do you think about that कि why हम लोग ऐसे कि अगर हम लोग लड़कों की बात करें तो they choose the gaming and pornography and women are choosing this ये selfie लेना, Snapchat, Instagram, ऐसा why do we make these choices?
Everybody has their own way of social validation, right?
So it reduces to social validation at the end.
Yes, I think so. Media has given a platform for that. Social media, right? If I say, I think so. Men are also into these selfies and photographs a lot nowadays.
Now it is.
Me, I see that.
That's
right. Not just
I was a
women.
part of that. I myself was a part of it.
Because I've seen many men who just post their selfies and everything.
That's true.
Isn't it?
That's true. I was a part of that, so I would agree to you.
Yeah,
Yes,
I believe
definitely.
that both the genders are doing equally. I believe that.
Now it has.
Yeah, it has increased.
अब ऐसा हो चुका है, correct. So do you think is there any such thing as healthy personality?
It can be, but the criteria changes. I think so. With every generation, the criteria of healthy personality will change. They have given a definite definition of a healthy personality. Okay.
Okay.
A person who is genuine.
Genuine. There are many people genuine out there. I mean, there are many people.
So basically, genuine is a person who is right. The person will say the things that the person feels, will not manipulate anybody. Authenticity, right?
So there is authenticity.
Yeah.
There is straightforwardness.
Yes, straightforwardness. Not so straightforward, which might sound rude.
Rudeness
is
line.
not a trait.
Rudeness is not. That is a thin line between. I know. Yeah, I'm aware that there is a thin line between being straightforward and being
very
rude.
true. Okay? And also they have an extended sense of self. They won't do things just for themselves. They'll do things for others as well. All right.
So there is altruistic behaviors as well there.
So if you see somebody doing that without any gain in return, reward in return, expectation, so that is a genuine person, or that is a healthy person, you will say. But I think so, because of the increase in materialism in this world, too much focus upon physical aspects of individuals, I think so these things are getting rare because people are focusing more upon the other things nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, people have shifted to
they've shifted.
materialism. Se ab thoda sa it has become they're valuing relationships. They're valuing खुद को elevate करना भी, अपने self को elevate करना.
But I think so people change according to the generation.
Okay.
They adapt to different generations.
I mean, I mean not necessarily, ma'am. I think because बहुत सारे लोग नहीं कर पाते हैं adapt. That we see, that I see in my generation as well.
So are you one of those?
I'm not one of those.
Okay.
I think when it comes to my own personal relationships, then maybe change is something which is scary to me. But when it comes to general things, then I don't think so. So yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for this great conversation.
Yeah,
I think
okay,
I think I really like talking to you, but I wish that we had more time because I think I have so many questions to it. Like, thank you so much, man.
Okay, most welcome.